Something like that. All right, I'm ready to go, Donna, if you are.
Recording.
All right, great. Okay, well, this is the Ashburnham Website Review Committee, and this is our meeting on January 25th, 2021. Present we have John Mulhall, myself, we have Donna Burton, we have TJ Kelly, and that gives us a quorum. And so we can begin. Let me pull up my agenda here. And let's start with approval of the agenda. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion to approve agenda.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right. Moving on, you know what I just realized is that now that we don't have a clerk, I'm doing it. So I got to type too. So stand by 1 second.
That's okay. You do good.
You're just saying that so I don't pick you, right, Donna? Not like I get to pick, but
minutes. I really am. I'm terrible at minutes.
I'm just making it up as I go along.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I find if I keep up and I did like I do last week and send it right out to you immediately after, that's much better. That's a much better plan.
Yeah, that way you don't forget.
Absolutely. Okay. All right. So we got that. We got now we do have some meeting minutes.
I saw the two that you just sent out. I read them. They were fine.
Okay.
I approved those.
All right. TJ, did you get a chance? I just sent them out. So if we want to vote on them next week, that's fine.
I looked through them, yes.
Okay. All right, great. So actually, we can't vote on the ones for the 20th because
I wasn't here, right?
Because you weren't there. Well, no, Donna, how does that work? We have a quorum for our meeting.
Yeah, but TJ wasn't here, so we have to wait on the one for the 20th.
Oh, yeah, because we need a quorum for the vote, and he can't vote on that. So that's how that works.
Right.
Okay. All right. All right. So let's.
It was a minor change, anyways, on the 20th.
Oh, okay.
I saw on the last line on the 20th. The line didn't make sense with 2, 4. You know, after the name, Technology Oversight Committee.
Oh, yep. All right, consider recommended. All right. Consider recommending the establishment of a town technology oversight committee.
Moving forward.
Yeah. There we go. Technology Oversight Committee moving forward with tech upgrades. All right, let's call it that.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I would approve it, John.
Yep.
With that minor change.
Okay, great. So that's ready to go. So if Donna doesn't, let me shoot her just a quick. I just sent that other email. You know what? I sent that other email 20 minutes ago. I'm sure that was heads up enough that we're meeting shortly. Okay, so let's hold off on approving that one till next week.
What about the other two? Was anybody missing on?
I don't think so. I think it was the three of us on both of those.
Okay.
Okay, so we are minutes.
Oh, and obviously Mary Beth was one of them.
120. Can't vote because we didn't know. Sorry, guys, I don't type as fast as I think. Okay, so we can vote on the ones from January 4th and January 11th. So I'll take
those.
Okay, so Donna,
Make a
Okay.
motion to approve the January 4th and the January 11th.
All right. Can I get a second?
Second.
All right. All right. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Done. All right. That part's done. 1, 4. Cool. All right, moving on. That gets us down there. Do we get any more input from anybody?
No.
Okay. Nor I was trying to reach out to Roger in advance of the meeting, and I had too much going on with work last week, so I wasn't able to reach out to him to see if he could bring it up. But I've got that on my list for this week. And like we talked about last week, if we don't hear from him, we'll just set this thing up. And it's unfortunate because I feel like that they might have some good input, but we'll just, from a just populate it with content standpoint, they can just provide that anytime and we can just upload it. But that's my opinion anyway.
Yeah.
All right, great. So survey questionnaire.
I liked all the questions we had.
All right. TJ, what'd you think?
I like it. I can get that put together in a, kind of final format, ready to go out to the public. I can get that over to us probably today.
Okay.
If not today, then certainly, before our next meeting, so we can get that thing out the door.
Sure. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, as long as you like how we have that laid out, whatever, as you're building it, whatever seems to fit a little bit better with the, layout or format, do whatever you feel you need to.
Sure.
Well, do we all agree upon the questions that we're going to present? TJ?
Do I like them? Yeah. Do I agree? Yes. I can't speak for
Okay.
anybody else, of course, but I missed the meeting. So if you three already, said yes on that, then I'll just add my voice in agreement and we can move on.
Okay.
All right, great. Excellent.
Yeah, because I believe Donna agreed on them.
All right. So I'm going to offer a motion right now to post the questionnaire once TJ has it built and we just take a quick look and give it a proofread. So pending a proofread, I move that once this questionnaire is built, we post it live and keep it open for, what did we say? Did we say 2 weeks or 3 weeks?
I can second that motion.
3.
I think we're
3,
going to
yep.
go to the end of the month, right?
Right. That's we were going to close it on the 14th, so we weren't going to leave it open too long because Rosemary wants us.
Why is that? Why we set a date on that? Like, what's our thinking on the dates?
Donna, Michael brought up the fact that a lot of times you get your biggest response right at the beginning as people first hear about it, and then either they do it or they think, oh, I'll do it later, and never do. If I recall right, that's what she said. When I was talking to the Board of Selectmen, Rosemary Meisner said, I told them, I said, well, at this point, obviously we're not giving you something for February 1st. I said, I didn't say that. I said, at this point, we're looking at a beginning of April for delivery of our recommendations. I might have been talking out of turn because we didn't actually decide on anything, but I felt like they wanted a date. And Bill and Leo were fine with it, but Rosemary said, well, that's fine, but initially you said February 1st, and now you're telling me April 1st. We need to get this done as quickly as possible. So if we close it on the 14th, if we try to keep to an April 1st, I don't know if we can pull it off. And honestly, TJ, I went out on a limb and said April 1st. If we can't do it, we can't do it. But if we close it on the 14th, that gives us 6 weeks
Sure.
to pull together the rest of it. Gives us 6 meetings before we have to present something to them.
Okay.
So I
That's
didn't
fine.
want to let it run too long and then not give us enough time, just on the off chance. That was the other thing that I said, is that we kind of know what we're going to do. And this is an opportunity to involve the public so that they feel they've been involved, which is important. And also because some people might have some great ideas that
Sure. Make sure
4
we
of
don't
us
miss
didn't
anything.
think of.
Yep.
But, I feel pretty confident that we're gonna get it right. That we're not going to see a lot that we didn't expect, I guess is another way to say it. So anyway, that was a long answer to your question, why we picked the 14th.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Does, you know, it doesn't have to be the 14th if you feel strongly.
Nope, I don't. I was just curious on how we got there.
Yep. There we are.
Second your motion.
All right. Thank you, Donna.
Yeah.
Let's see what. So we had our discussion. Okay, so you second it. Okay, so motion to publish the survey. Pending.
And I
QC.
found another site on Facebook that we can post to.
Oh, let's talk about that in a second. Close on 214. DB. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Great. Okay. So where are we going to post this? We talked about a bunch of different, we talked about website, the town subscribers, we'll get it. Donna, you'll take care of that.
Yeah.
We'll announce it at the BOS meeting or just ask, I'll ask to have it put into the announcements. We're going to post it to, or we're going to also ask, and Donna, you said that you were going to talk to Matt Borgald at AWCA TV?
Yep. We
Okay,
can have it posted on AWCA TV.
excellent. All right, now Facebook pages.
Ashburnham Hometown News.
Well, that's a
They
good one.
they used to do a newspaper. But it's Ashburnham Hometown News on Facebook.
And there's Ashburnham MA Town Info, Ashburnham Residents. You know you're from Ashburnham if.
Yeah, we could post it, maybe see about Parks and Rec posting it on their Facebook page. I could talk to the police to see if they can post it on their Facebook page.
Okay. I can reach out to Hank Parkinson on Parks and Rec.
Okay.
All right, Ashburnham PD. Donna, do you want to check with them?
Yeah, I
I
can
don't
do
know who
that.
posts for them. Okay. All right. Where else do we want to put this thing?
I think we're covering our bases if we put it all over Facebook.
Yeah.
Can we notify people via email?
If
I don't know if that's allowed.
If they're signed up for it,
Right.
it will get out to them. Like through our website, if they sign up for news and notices, it'll get out to them.
Automatically.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right. Unless you guys really want to, I can just post to, I don't know if I can post to the, you know, you're from, yeah, I can. Anyone can post to, you know, you're from Ashburnham, I think. If not, I'll send it to Leo and ask him to post it.
See who's in charge of that, you know?
I think it's Leo and Janice Roy are
Okay.
admins on that page.
I got Janice Roy's email if you have difficulties.
Okay. All right. I think that pretty much covers us. You know, we're
Yeah,
posting it on the
okay.
website. People are getting in through the email. We're doing the AWCA TV. Yeah. All right. And TJ, the other thing that we talked about is we had initially talked about doing a little half sheet or something and sticking it in the town meeting, but we don't know if we're having the special town meeting, or when or how. It's certainly not this week. Donna, do you know, is there any update on that today?
I think it was canceled. Right now, it's still up in the air.
Yeah. Okay.
And why is that?
COVID.
Yeah, for the,
Oh,
Yeah.
we're going to be in person.
well, they don't know whether they want to hold it indoors or outdoors. And obviously, it's really cold outside, so don't know if we can go indoors with the 6 feet distance criteria.
Yeah. Because I think it's still,
figure out Caucus. The town caucus.
oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out what to do with that too.
Because there's a 25 person maximum.
Yep.
Yeah. Geez, with the caucus. Well, isn't the quorum for the caucus 25? Isn't that what we were talking about?
Yeah, they have to
Yeah.
have that quorum.
Yeah. And the only times that I've been, I mean, I've been I think 2-3 times, and there were like 26 people there. So it's not like it's really heavily attended, but town meeting would be. And the only
Yeah.
other way to get around that, I would think, is to hold it multiple locations for 25 people. But you could end up with having to stick people in 10 different spots. We can't cover that. We can't connect
Right.
people. So
Right.
that's gonna be tough. All right.
Yeah.
All right, great. So we've got that. So we know what we're doing. We took a vote on that. We're going to do it. Pop back over to my agenda. How did I close out of that? All right. So I think other discussion. I had one item I wanted to bring up. I feel like it's time to start building our deliverable, our recommendations, at least start to put a skeleton together. You know, I've talked about wanting to do a 2-phase approach just because I know that there's no money right now. So give them the free and the free, cheap and easy. Well, I don't know about easy, but the free and cheap things, and then the whole thing with permits online and all that other kind of stuff.
Did we ever find out, John, what level we were at with Civic?
Donnie, you read my mind.
Yeah, are we at the bottom?
I don't know.
If there's a tier level?
That I'm not sure about. And I took a look on Civic's website looking for things like permits and things like that. And it seems like they have things broken up in different services. And so I think that it's going to be a good idea if one of us call Braxton and get some specific questions answered, or maybe we can invite him to come and join us on our meeting next week. And then we can, I can prep them and just tell them what we want to talk about. I want to talk about where we are, what the other services are, and we're getting ready to the point where we're going to make recommendations. And I'd like to know ballpark costs.
Okay. Yeah, reach out.
Okay. All right. TJ, do you have experience doing a proposal like this?
Not like this, right? The proposals that I have experience doing are more like if, a small business went to a website provider and said, what's it going to cost me to get this built or redesigned or something. This is different. So I have some that kind of translates more than, maybe Joe Schmo off the street, but it is not exact. I think Donna Michael might be a little bit closer in that regard.
Okay.
And it might, I was wondering if maybe Civic Plus's initial pitch to the town might be of any use to us, but that probably has too many kind of bells and whistles for what our recommendations are going to be. I don't think it needs to be the most formal thing in the world. I think we're talking about essentially a report, right? And I think if you do the executive summary type introduction to this report with a glorified bullet list of we think we should do this and this and this and this, And then the next couple of pages of the report just elaborate on what those initial bullets say. You know, and then maybe we finish that up, or maybe it's in each of the sections of those recommendations with, you know, Civic Plus is currently providing X. They are capable of providing Y, and to get from X to Y would cost X, you know, Z dollars. You know, I think that is a pretty thorough piece of reporting that the board could take back and say, okay, great. Of these 5 recommendations, we want to immediately move on 3 of them. Here we go. Right? I think that sets everybody up to move ahead pretty quickly.
Okay.
You'll just have to do a visual on that portal.
Yeah. That's you know, and when it's actually time to do the presentation, I'm wondering, well, we'll see when we get there, because maybe we have them come in and assist us with that, or at least be present when we're talking. Because that way, if they have specific questions about, oh, well, why can't it do this or that? 4 of us might not know, but if we had Braxton online, maybe.
Yeah, we should prep him for that, I think, but otherwise, yeah.
Okay. All right, so we'll do an executive summary format, lay it out, sections, bullet points, and explain all the different things that we laid out in the summary, and then get Civic to chime in with cost to get us from A to B. All right. The other thing that we have that we should probably use to guide the executive summary and to guide this is, we have the initial request from the board, and honestly, I don't know who put it together, which our call to action about what they were looking for. That was back at the beginning of all of this.
Yeah, our mission.
Our mission, yeah. Do you guys both have a copy of that?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
All right, yeah, I had to go dig it up. I had to go dig it up the other day. So anyway, we should probably go through that just to, number one, make sure that we're checking all the boxes. You know, even if it's sorry, can't happen, but at least the fact that we addressed everything that they asked for, and it would be a good, you know, a good guide. And my sense is that a lot of it's going to get broken up and put into part 2, because it seemed like there was a lot of stuff that they wanted to do, but there are some part 1 easy, low-hanging fruit things that were free that I saw. So we can use that to address. That way, if somebody's following along at home, they can see what we were asked to do, and then we'll tell them, you know, based on what you asked, these are just answer the questions. All right. I guess it might make sense to see if, you know, I'll reach out to Donna after this, Donna Michael, and ask her if she has a template that we could kind of use to steal parts from to build this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think proposal really needs to qualify under, you know, of course, there's a lot of definitions to proposal, but I don't think we need to make more out of it than necessary. So,
yeah,
you know, if it's a, hey, we want to write a document of, you know, whatever you call it, that tells the board what our recommendations are, you know, that can be proposal-ish, right? If because I know that in a business, I assume something like hers, you know, you're going to do an audit for somebody, maybe like we talked about way back when, and make recommendations as a result of that. That's kind of more aligned, I think, with our, you know, charge here. So there are a number of places from where she might be able to pull that.
Okay. All right. And when we get a little closer, I'll probably reach out to Rosemary and just kind of check in with her and just let her know kind of where we're at and how we're looking and what we're planning on giving them at the end. I just don't want a situation where we're standing up there in front of them or virtually giving them the you know, our recommendations, and then have her say, oh, that's not what I thought you were doing. Like, I don't want to have that experience. So, you know, when we're close, I'll just kind of run it by her and just let her know. just in case it's not what she was expecting.
Okay.
I hope it's not what she was expecting because it's way better. That's what I'm hoping. All right. That's all I had for stuff for tonight. How about you guys?
Nothing for me.
I'm all set.
All right. Awesome. Well, I guess we can keep it short tonight. What are we at? We're at 6:27.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
All right, guys. Well, TJ, I guess we'll just wait to hear from you, and I'll get these minutes typed up and out to you guys quickly, and talk to you next week.
Yeah, that would be helpful, John, if those could come over. I know I'm volunteering you to do, fast work on, I don't know what else you got planned, but that is very helpful to get those as early as possible. And then I will use that plus the ones you sent over for last week and get all those questions lined up in the form and get them over to everybody.
Fantastic. Okay. So I'll take one more motion tonight.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion meeting adjourned 6:27.
Thank you,
All right.
guys.
All right. Thanks. Good night.
All right, thanks. Bye.